And we would have to pass a resolution, and there's obviously some paperwork that would have to be done for it, but it's, we did have some people during tax time who asked, especially people who live out of town and have taxes due, about being able to accept credit cards, and obviously we don't accept them, and we don't necessarily want to, because we'd have to pay the fee then, but they're doing all the paperwork, so that's something we might wanna consider for next year. As I said, we don't have to make a decision till the October, but it's something we would have to do, and we have to do some paperwork. Then in the meantime, we also got approached by a company or two, when Tay did some research on those of, because everybody's using credit cards now. And one of the companies that we tried to do a little Zoom meeting yesterday, and it's called Satellite Biz, and I can pass this information down to you. And they have a bunch of different, we can have 4 accounts, like water billing, what else, dog licenses.
Building permits, vital statistics. We could do the taxes through them, but the county's already offering to do that. Satellite Biz, it's at no cost to the municipality. The person that's entering their credit card information, paying for whatever item it is, incurs that charge. It's a certain percentage. And that would be posted right on our website, so they would be able to go right to our website and be able to pay for their items there. There's different fields for each system that you want to pay. Like if somebody wanted to pay their water bill, we could set it up that it could be last name, water billing account number, the fee. It would all populate based on a spreadsheet that you would upload to that company.
And what is the percentage they're gonna charge the person paying their bill?
It's on that paperwork. I think it's up to 2.5%.
Wanda, what does the village use? Because I know I pay my water bill with a credit card, and the percentage isn't huge. It's a couple of dollars
It's
to pay
listed
for a
there
card.
on that stuff. It
I just curious
depends
what
on the
company
credit card.
the village does that.
Oh, do
For
that?
water anyways.
I'm not sure.
All right.
3.5%
They're all
plus
different
50 cents.
depending on.
I don't know, I think I pay an extra $4 or $5 just to conveniently pay for it on my phone.
It's not that high on
Right.
there.
Well, and that's, I mean, you can
getting with the
choose to
times,
use it or
though.
not. You know, as a consumer, you can, if you want to pay by credit card for that convenience, then,
I don't own a checkbook.
right, yeah. Now, we could do it through Williamson Law, but I also got prices from them, and that's about $1,000 a year, just to have that ability for each software program. So it would be $1,000 for town clerk, it'd be $1,000 for water billing.
Can we check to see who the village uses? I don't know if
I'm
there's,
about to find out.
if there's
Okay.
some sort of, I don't
Oh,
know.
dear, no.
You never know.
Yes.
I personally think it's more convenient.
Community
People
would-
my age.
Corona and everything, people, a lot of people
Mhm.
can.
Well, it's not that high depending on, well, for the water bills, you're not talking
I think
much
I
money
pay
at all.
like $4.
Yeah. They
It's
they
higher with
can
the
take-
e-checks.
Yeah, the
The
e-checks are
percentage.
more expensive, and
Mhm.
they,
But so far, that was the only company that I was able to locate through the Town Clerks Association, the 3-day training that I took, that the municipality doesn't pay a fee for.
this had, a lot of really nice features, and making it pretty easy with the reports that they send, and the interface with Williamson Law, and that sort of thing. And even the dog licenses, there would be a system that would be,
We would be able to
Fairly,
email
village website?
Could be.
I don't know, that's
I don't
the
know.
website it's taking me to, is a NewYorkQuickPay.com.
Okay. I just talked to Katie and the mayor, I'm not sure. That's usually nothing I deal with.
And how would you inform the public that they are going to get a fee if they choose to use a credit card?
It tells you on the website.
It's,
Mhm.
yeah.
Like I put in my account
Yeah, but how
number.
many people are gonna read that? I mean,
Yeah, the-
your water bill is minimal, $50, $100. You go to pay your taxes and it's 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, and you're paying 3% on top of that? That's a no-brainer.
Yeah, but that's your choice
Yeah.
to do it. We're
Well,
not-
that's what I'm saying.
But when you
When
pull
they
up-
get that fee on their card, they're gonna come back to the town and they say,
Well,
you didn't
No,
tell me.
no,
No,
they know
because-
it before they
It'll tell
click pay
It'll
on
tell
it,
them.
yeah.
As you're going through the payments, it tells you what the fee is for what you're paying with a card.
Okay.
At least on the website I use with the village,
Call
for
me
water
cheap.
billing, it tells me what my fee is.
Yeah,
So if they pay for it, they
Mhm.
didn't read thoroughly.
well,
And there's,
That's
there, yeah, and
When you
there's
buy online,
acknowledgements.
you always look at the bottom, cause there's a delivery, the tags and all that, and your bill was 30, and then you're down to $45 by the time you get to the bottom,
And
and I
the
say,
acknowledgements
"Ooh,
at the end
cancel."
of that payment are what is the safety for the municipality. Is because they are acknowledging that these fees are what they are agreeing to.
But if you want to notify all the residents, don't you send out a newsletter from time to time with the water bills, like the village does?
No,
Oh,
it would be
Well-
nice if we did.
But
well, that's
It
how
would
we
be
do it.
Well, we
it's
would-
printed on the bill
Yeah.
probably.
Oh, yeah, and we could,
And I would
we
post
would
it
have it
here.
on, yeah,
I
all
mean,
over the
if
place.
the town board wanted, I could,
Put it on the bill.
you know, we could
I didn't
do
know
it
it's like
in,
that.
in the penny saver.
That's the
Right.
website.
So they use Williamson Law, so they must be paying an extra fee.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
We use Williams Law for just about everything, and it's a
Mhm.
flat fee every year. I can't tell you without looking at the budget what it is.
I can tell you that's expensive to do that, to
Through
have
Williams
it,
Law?
to have it done through. You're also paying your yearly fee to Williamson Law just to have the software with the
Right.
support, but that's an additional cost.
Okay,
Yeah.
Katie would know, I
Yeah.
don't, I don't deal with it every
Yeah.
day. I can find out.
And I'm not sure if that goes by how many bills, you know, we're town versus village, so I don't know if that
We-
would significantly change
We have
the
more
cost.
bills going out than the town does,
Okay,
because your water district isn't that big.
okay.
Now, don't quote me on it, but according to Matt, we have like 250. or
Right.
300. We have 350 to 380 every year.
Okay. Interesting, yeah, I don't know that.
Well, like I said,
interested in that.
I could email Katie. and-
Katie will know.
Okay, I can do that.
But neither the county or this company, we would not be,
Right.
it wouldn't be costing us anything for
Right.
either one.
Mhm.
So I don't know if you wanna think about doing it, if we wanna,
I think it's a good idea.
we've had enough people ask why we don't take credit cards for a bunch of
I'm
things.
not gonna name the bank service in here. I got that.
Do we want a motion? The county, we'd have to do some paperwork, but that one is sort of, I think.
To go with the county one?
Yeah,
Well, the
it's
county, yeah,
stuff-
definitely for the,
Well, for their taxes, for the
Mhm.
town and county, and then
And they would pay directly through the county website for the
Right.
taxes.
there's no cost to the town to do it.
so do we want a motion to, that we will, or we can wait on that, because we don't have to do that till, well, we could get paperwork done, right?
I take it this is last year's paperwork, because the dates are
Mhm.
2020.
Yeah, she just sent that to me
She
a
just
month
sent it
ago.
because they asked us last year, but, and then they're just reminding everybody and trying to get people on board early enough.
I'll make a motion that the town sign up with the county's merchant services for the collection of county and town taxes.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Now, would that include, like she said, that would include like dog warrant, all that, or you're just
No,
talking?
No, that's a separate one.
Just that.
She's gonna look at what the village does and
Gotcha.
get back to us, see what else is out there. But I would say it'd have to interface with your Williamson law.
Mhm.
So if someone goes to pay their taxes through the county, when does the town get their money? Or does the county keep the money? Because by having it come through the town gets the money first, and then the county gets their
Right.
levy. But if you're gonna have it go to the county, good luck getting your money.
Yes, we better ask that.
I think that because there was.
Everything's, I think, everything's I think. I would like to know what the answer is, not what people think.
Ask them.
Well, the county
Well,
can't
we
hold
just
the money
passed the-
indefinitely.
yeah.
They have to turn it loose within 30 days. So if it goes in on the first, by the first of the next month, you would receive your money in the bank.
Yeah, but as it is now, the money comes here and the town gets their money first,
Right, all of it first.
all of it first.
All of it
And
already.
then it gets
We're
turned
getting
over
Some
to
it
the
gets
now.
town.
paid,
Yeah.
yeah,
When you
some
pay
gets
your
paid by the
taxes
treasurer.
now, you take it
We
to the
don't see
bank. When does the bank
Mhm.
turn it over to you?
It's,
We turn it over, the town turns it over after they've collected all of their town tax.
Right, at the bank. And then it comes to you. How long do they hold my money? When I pay my taxes, take a check up to Bath National, pay my taxes, how long does it sit there before the town gets their money?
When do you know?
This year it's been.
Immediate. It should
quite a
be
while and a
immediate.
It's
couple
immediate.
times.
Because it should go
Should be
directly
the
to
same
the
way.
Comes
county.
right out.
It's not though, because it goes into the county's account and then somebody would have to, because it's, whatever town's doing this, you have to have somebody at the county reconciling to say, okay, this is how much is owed to this town, this is how much is owed to that town.
Obviously,
Right.
doing
That's not gonna happen immediately like you have right now. I mean, the town relies on that money that first month of January,
January, February, we're usually.
where you do not have the money. So if you're gonna start giving it to the county first,
Not
that.
everybody's gonna do
Actually, we're
it.
not,
No.
we're
I
not
mean,
that
it's
destitute.
It's optional.
It's optional,
optional,
and if
yes.
and if people, it's no different than if people hold their money until the end of the billing cycle to pay their taxes. You don't know when your money's gonna come in, you can just have a good
but now you're
estimate.
just, they just
It's the
decided
same-
to give it to the.
Must be Ron Turner's in
They don't know.
I
Was
guess
it
we'll
not?
get more information.
So you wanna pull back?
No.
No, we're
Still
good
think
at
it's a
our
good
money.
idea.
That's- They keep track of, we do the lockbox, we do all the different things that are all. Last evening, this morning, I got, an email from Heather Deckard, who was the attorney handling the Rick Towner lawsuit for the town. And it said, I am pleased to say that the court has granted the motion to dismiss this case in full and directed the clerk of the court to close this action. The court found that plaintiff failed to plausibly allege that either defendant Hall or Wagner arrested plaintiff or initiated the prosecution. The court further found that plaintiff failed to plead a claim for municipal liability against the town of Cohocton. Additionally, the court found that plaintiff abandoned his other claims by failing to respond to the grounds raised in support of dismissal. Finally, the court dismissed the action as against Paige Demick, as she was never served with the complaint. If the plaintiff chooses to appeal this decision to federal court, he has 30 days to file the appeal after the entry of the judgment. If you have any questions or would like to discuss, please do not hesitate to contact us, Heather Deckard. And she has sent the full decision, which I can send all of you the email, because it was pretty long. Privilege of the floor.
speaking of library, can we, town, village, anybody, I mean, I don't know how to go about this kind of stuff, but can we designate that side over there in front of the library as a non-smoking area? It's just, there's a couple of people that smoke there on a regular basis, a lot. And it just seems like that should be non-smoking, like posted non-smoking, so, I mean, it's a place where kids go in and out of. How does something like that happen? How can we make something
Well,
like that?
I don't think we can do anything about that, because we don't own the building or the
ANC could,
library.
think we'll bring it up to a board meeting.
Who,
Well, is it happening at the library or the
Yes.
post office?
yes.
Well, then
people
the
at
library association, I would think, the board of directors for the library. I can bring it up at ANC, but
Okay,
yes,
that's.
I
yeah.
will.
As far as the revale, what he was talking about, it's every 4 years if you wanted to obtain aid for that. They give between $2 and $5 per parcel. There's aid available, state. But you have to commit to that revale.
Every
And it
4
has to
years.
be within every 4.
Anyone else? Board concerns?
ANC's doing a sunrise service Memorial Day at 6:30 at the cemetery. And then I think they're having a parade, the firemen, or the Legion at 9 o'clock.
No parade,
No parade, just cemetery.
just a service at the cemetery.
At the Clearview?
At Clearview.
And isn't the village doing, are they doing
They're
at the
doing something
holiday?
at Cemetery Legion is.
No,
Yeah, I
okay.
thought, yeah, so that, those are two separate
Yes,
ones.
one's up on this side.
At what time did you say?
6:30 in the morning and also at 9 a.m.
Anybody else? Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Mike, I want you to note the time
Is
tonight.
ready.